Hey guys. So, first off, I want to say I know this is bad lighting. It's getting dark so early that I'm just recording in the dark now. So, I'm just gonna go with it. But today is going to be tips on leading worship. Now, I'm an electric guitarist, so this is coming from the point of view of an electric guitarist. But this does kind of apply to everyone. So I'm gonna say some things that sound like guitarists speak, but it's all gonna kind of apply to everyone. So I'm just going to go through these real quick, and I hope these help. The first one is learn your chord progressions. There are kind of just a few basic chord progressions that happen in worship. This is obviously for people who play instruments, but if you can just kind of learn the basic idea of the chord progressions of your songs, that'll make playing a lot easier. It'll ease you up on Sunday morning. You won't have your face glued to the page, so that just helps a lot. The next one is don't be too loud. And play dynamically. These kind of go together. It's okay to play loudly as long as everything else is loud, but if everything else is quiet and you're playing really loud, it's going to sound bad. So just kind of go with the flow and kind of learn how your band works, and that'll help you out a lot in how to go up and down in those fields of the moment. The next thing is mainly for instruments, well, pretty much only for instruments. A little bit of reverb can do a lot, but a lot of reverb sounds bad. So just remember that a little bit of reverb can sound really good. And obviously for electric guitar, you can push that reverb scape a lot more with electric guitar. It's kind of a main thing. But with like a piano, you don't want a ton of reverb on there, but just giving it a little bit to make it sound more realistic is really, really nice. The next thing is learn a little bit of everything. Just kind of get a basic idea of how everything works, whether this be running sound or running slides or learning kind of the basic idea of a guitar or learning the basic idea of a piano. I'm actually kind of learning some basic piano now to help me out with this, and I didn't think this was going to help me out. I was learning how to run sound, and I was like, oh, this is never going to help me, and 3 months later I was running sound. So it's just kind of nice to have a basic background in everything, so that way you can kind of fill in and maybe help somebody out. And the best tool for this is YouTube. YouTube is a great tool for worship leaders. There's a lot of good stuff out there, and there's guys out there, myself included, who are more than happy to help you out. If you'll just ask those questions, we'll be more than happy to answer them. All right. Next is learn some basic music theory. A lot of us guitarists, we just know the chords, and we know the solos and stuff, but we don't really know the theory behind it. So just learn some basic music theory and learn how to transpose. I can't tell you how many times I've been in rehearsal and we've been playing through a song and the singers realized, oh, this is too high, or oh, this is too low, and I've had to transpose on the spot. And while acoustic guitars can do it with a capo, and some electric guitars do, and that's okay if you're starting, but knowing how to transpose really helps me out a lot. Okay, the next thing that I have is the congregation's voices are the biggest instrument. In worship, congregation is everything. We, as worship leaders, are leading. We aren't like, Van Halen or something, and we're putting on a show. Instead, we're leading people to God. So just kind of keep that in mind, especially sound guys. This is really important, is just remember that the congregation needs to be just as loud, if not louder, preferably louder, really, than the stage. The next thing is pray before you play. I've found that just saying a little prayer kind of helps. It calms your nerves down, and it lets you know that you're doing it for the right reason, that God is at the center of what you're doing. And just pray that God will use your playing to reach somebody. And if that means you mess up, that means you mess up. God's going to use it somehow. Just make sure to... I've just found that helps me out a lot and kind of settles the nerves a lot. The next thing is work well with others. Just learn, how different people work, and always be willing to step down from a fight. Bands fight, people fight, it's just how it works. But if you can learn to kind of step down from those fights, it's going to help you out a lot. And the next thing is the right heart is the best tone. This one kind of means a lot for me as an electric guitarist, because electric guitarists, our entire guitar journey is defined by reaching the right tone, and we do that by filling it with better gear or learning new techniques and stuff. But if you're playing with the right heart, and the heart that you have is a heart of service to God, then everything else will fall into place. All of these other things will help, but this one is by far the most important, because everything else will just fall right into its place like a great game of Tetris. thank you guys so much for watching this. I know I ran through this really fast. I hope this helped you out. Go ahead and share this with your worship team if you found it helpful. I think that these are just some things that I've learned. I've been playing worship for about 3.5 years now, and I've learned a lot in this time, and I'm kind of excited about what I'm going to learn next. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have anything you want to learn, go ahead and put it in the comments below. And other than that, I will see you guys, not next week, because next week is... Oh no, next week, because I'll be coming out with a guitar video. So go ahead and click subscribe for a guitar video next week, and I will see you then, and may His will be done. Bye, guys.